why these niggas is in political seats. It's the same reason why they making y'all niggas don't name it.
You definitely the nigga. You the nigga.
The
rest of us, I feel like the rest of us was well aware of this.
I ain't seen no fucking money in no fucking Black Lives Matter.
They might hear Mo. They might hear Mo, Amir.
What'd you say?
Anybody know that the sniper is on?
But
Damn, I should have fucking went to. Is that me or him?
Nah, it's him.
Okay, cool.
That's him.
Your internet kind of just get a little.
Can y'all hear me now?
I don't know. Your video kind of got less clear. It like got 2008ish, and your video and your audio got a little robotic. Now you're
Damn.
How I look now?
You're moving better. I mean, you definitely look like a 90s movie actor. You know what I'm saying? You look like Sanaa Lathan is probably going to be your girlfriend now.
What I'm talking about anymore. How do I look, man? Am I clear?
Nah, no. You're back now.
Bro, it was never about how you look, brother.
Well, welcome to an episode of Please
Hey,
Don't
I was just about to.
It's been on, but
it's been on.
The way my shit was set up, I couldn't see it was recording.
Nah, I just wanted to see what kind of content we could get without y'all knowing.
Nah, the intro is
You
hilarious.
feel me?
Nah, Brandon Grayson.
Yo, welcome to Please Don't Cancel Us podcast. It's your host Brandon. I'm here with Amir, Marquis, Joe. How y'all doing?
Excellent.
Excellent.
Positive, as
Positive.
Splendid. I'm doing absolutely splendid, bro. Had a great.
Trying to make it to the end. This is a hoodie. This isn't like a link to that
COVID friendly hoodie.
COVID friendly. I just had to get that clear. I didn't want niggas to drag me. Like, yo,
I'm good. I'm back in the gym, nigga.
What's good, Joe?
What you say?
You back in the gym?
Sore as a motherfucker, bro. I've been sore.
You about to be the scrawniest, muscular nigga ever.
Don't act like I didn't get swole, bro.
But you were still scrawny though. That's the funny thing. You were still a low frame. You was a low frame bodybuilder nigga.
It's my.
It's all right. We just get ripped. We don't build the muscle. We don't get jacked. We get ripped. That's it.
The muscles don't expand. They just start.
And I gave clothes out to the people in need. And I read a book today. So
Yo, we get hard. We don't get big.
Going to heaven.
Yo,
what is
man.
on?
It was nasty.
You sure talking spicy like that?
Yo. Anyway. Cool. Is caring about people a political thing or is this a genuine thing?
It could be both.
Could be both.
Politics is a nasty game, man. You got to act like you care about people to get your bag up, man.
What you
I think ultimately depends on if you're into politics or not, honestly. Like if you're not into politics and being a good person does nothing really like for you financially, status wise, then I feel like genuinely you care about people. But if you're somebody who's only caring about people to get, you know what I'm saying, to something that you desire, then now you can't be, you want to classify it as genuine because you're doing it to achieve something out of it from these people.
I kind of want to bring it to a more broad spectrum. So yes, obviously on a political level, of course, but on the politically correct level of the average societal person, most definitely, I really do think a lot of people get on a computer or on their phone and pretend to care, and just for their coins, just for their clout, and then get off and really don't give a shit. And I think that we all get upset when it's done, but that's how everything works.
Ooh, I got it. Yo, I'm sorry. This is complete. This is similar, but I hate when people like bash people for posting them doing good things, and it's like so fucking annoying. You know, like those people that, here, man, this is a McDonald's bag. Here, take it, and they record it. It's like, why do people get bashed for that?
Why are you recording it? Like,
But
realistically, it's just not, because it's really like, if I'm helping you, right? Like literally, like Amir, say like tomorrow you came down bad and you was like, yo, Keys, I need a bag, and like I could provide it for you. Nigga, if I show up to your house and record the fact that you're down bad and I'm giving you a bag, like nigga, for what? Like for what? Like what? Like I don't need to, like, bro, if I'm doing something for a homeless person or if I'm doing something for somebody who's genuinely in a fucked up situation or a lesser situation than I am, bro, it's not about showing it off to other people. Like, I don't need no clout for that. Like, I don't need no attention for that. And that's all you're posting it for. You know it's going to get likes. You know it's going to get shares. And cool, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe maybe you feel you should but like at the end of the day, like you know what you're doing. Like Hove do it all the time. Hove get niggas out of jail. Hove do this. Hove do that. Like ain't nothing on that man. That man don't even got an Instagram.
But listen, like on the scale of what niggas post on the internet, like that's the worst thing in the world.
I'm not saying no. That's
not the worst thing.
But that's why I'm mad though.
But no, you got to be better than that. It's not about what's worse. Like there's always going to be something worse. Like nigga, someone could kill 3 people, and you know what would be worse? Killing 4. Like there's always a worse situation, but that's not the point. The point is what's the better alternative? Like what's the better alternative to holding a video of giving somebody some McDonald's or something?
I think there's a way to do
McDonald's and giving them some real food, giving them some better food.
Are you doing a good deed for recognition, or are you doing it because it's it's the right thing to do? That's all it's down to for me. You said both.
I'm not talking about what I do, but go ahead, Red.
All right, so Amir, would you personally do that? Would you record yourself handing out clothes?
He does. He records himself fucking sweeping up the streets every Saturday.
Yeah, but most of the shit that we do, it doesn't get posted. It's just a little quick snippet. So
here's the way I think
I was sucker shit.
I think there's a right way to do it and be humane or be like respectable if you're trying to do it for the right purposes. And I feel like the moment that you record yourself giving this person, man or woman, who's struggling and they're on camera, I think that's where you fucked up. If you start your video off saying like, hey, this is my organization, we out here giving out shit to the homeless or the in need, and you don't put them on camera, but you just have yourself out there on just B-roll shit, or just have yourself out there, you don't got to have them on screen. And that in yourself is providing awareness. I think when people get upset is seeing the people struggling. Like, would you want to be recorded when you're down bad? I don't even want to be recorded when I'm on the street and I don't know who the fuck is recorded. I don't want to be recorded. So it's like, I feel like that's where people get upset. I think it's a good way and right way to put yourself out there doing stuff for the people in need.
If you're recording it to post awareness, I don't see anything wrong with it. Like if you're recording the deed to show that, like, okay, maybe all of us need to come together and we all need to pay attention more to our surroundings and realize that these people are here and they do need our help, then I'm on you on that end. But if you're just kind of like Brandon was saying, if you're posting it, but you're not really like showing the person or showing like the condition or like raising awareness in any type of way, who are you really benefiting anybody besides yourself?
You a funny nigga.
The intent is for you though. I agree 100%. But my problem is we'll never know. So even if someone genuinely went out there to post for awareness, there's always gonna be somebody that goes, "No, you wasn't." It's just, it don't matter what your intent is. If someone is harmed or if someone feels that somebody was harmed in the process, then it becomes an issue. There's no winning on the internet. That's just the only way to avoid it for me is to not show the people.
On the internet. What you mean? There's plenty of ways to win on the internet.
Because there's too many interpretations. So it's like, no matter what your intentions were, you may offend or you may do something wrong in somebody's eyes. And it's just like, it's never going to be a 100%, yeah, this is the right way to do it, or this is wrong. Like, someone's always going to have an issue with something. Even in my...
That is a dope conversation for another time.
Definitely
I'm just gonna throw that out there. I don't want to go on to it right now, but I want to have that conversation.
Look, listen, because y'all niggas ain't gonna speak over me on this. You hear me now? All right, we good. But what if it's like, okay,
niggas loud.
That's too loud. Well, y'all niggas won't speak over me now, I guess. But what if it's okay? So the dude holding the McDonald's bag in the camera, that's a bad guy. But what if his man's recording it? Does it change something? Or what if it's somebody that's just happens to record it? Does that change anything?
Nah, most of the time,
bro. It's at the end of the day.
Yeah. Most of the time, it is the man recording it, and the dude is don't got the camera in his hand.
Yeah, like, bro, listen, like, when you watch those kind of videos, you can tell, like, you can low-key tell, like, in the video if it's a genuine video or not. Unless the people are getting really good at acting, you can low-key tell a genuine act for just somebody looking for clout.
I do want to say, so, like, this kind of goes in with the main topic. Even if you are doing it for the right reason, is it still more for political or some type of gain on your end? Is there some type of selfish?
What was the original topic? Because
he brought it back.
It's caring. It's caring about people more political.
What does that mean?
Like, you know how I would say I would think it's like, oh, with the politicians and arguing about the $400 or $1,400. I think that's more so the question. Like, why are y'all arguing about the $1,400? Just give the people the money. That's
Yeah.
how I interpret it.
I saw a post that said caring about people is not political, and to me, it's because I feel like society has become a bunch of people who are looking to like you to be liked or likable and do things in the eye to make themselves look like they are better or
Oh,
to
so you're saying
gain
that is
image.
political?
Yes. So I feel like when people do certain things, it's like to be politically correct or to be liked, or even in the political sense. In the political sense, they do it because it'll help them.
To an
But they don't really.
extent.
Yeah. So
Absolutely. Yeah. We are. Fuck yeah. Honestly, yeah. Fuck yeah. 100%. We definitely, yes. We 100% give the money to the homeless people to make ourselves feel better because we think it's the right thing to do.
Yes,
Yes.
I didn't say that on
100%.
news, motherfucker. It feels good.
100%.
And that's not bad.
No, the act is never bad.
No, I know.
here's my.
It's never bad. But when
If you're trying to get like gain clout off of it, yeah, that's a little.
then that's shady. That's shady as fuck.
A little extra.
You're trying to use your good deed to paint this morality picture that you're like this not greater than God. You're trying to paint the picture you're just like an excellent person. But when that camera's off, nobody really knows you. You could have spit on that nigga 10 seconds after. Nobody knows.
Yo.
But you painted this.
I mean, like, I don't know. I guess it all depends on like what is your brand for, right? So like if your brand like, because we could talk about like something like fucking the Red Cross or like the fucking National Guard. You know what I'm saying? People who are like Doctors Without Borders or something like that. Or chains. Like these different organizations that go like out of their way to help people and they record their events to try to like again. So it's like, I don't know. It might not necessarily, obviously, it's definitely political in a sense, but is it a bad thing? I don't know. Like, if you want to record it, bro, if that's like your brand and your brand is helping people and you need to get that message across that you're out there helping people, then fuck yeah. If you're actually bringing some better to the world, but if you're just like some fucking douchebag tool who like, I don't know, does douchebaggy tool shit in your spare time and you just like post videos of you giving money to homeless people, it's like, then you know what I mean? Fuck you.
Can I tell you why I really don't mind? Like I really don't mind when people record it, whether it's for like as long as the message is right, whether it's for selfish intent or really trying to get the right information out there and get people to want to do the same. I don't care for the recording of it because people are very ignorant and don't really understand what goes on outside of their bubble. Or you know, even in like when we talk about racist shit, like a lot of white people don't understand the way they live is pushing or affecting other communities, and they're literally stepping on their throats. Like some of them really don't know; they're ignorant to it. So when I say that, we look at homeless people as if they are beneath us or not human, or like some of us call them hobos, and it's really someone who literally just lost. It might be someone that they literally lost their job in their house and literally ain't on no type of drugs, ain't on no type of nothing, just in bad times, and we don't know. So when they do these interviews and you hear them speak. I spoke to someone when I worked at Shake Shack, lost his leg. He was in Penn Station. You know how they get down there. And I had a whole conversation with this dude. One of the best conversations ever, right? And it's like we don't take the time to look at them as people. So I feel like even the awareness of it and that in itself can help society look at them as people and want to help out. It's just the way I see it.
That's beautiful.
I will say that. Go ahead, Amir.
You know, I had conversations with a lot of people going through hard times, and I'm about to get my clout up. Nah, I'm not saying it to make myself feel better, but it was just like how the universe works. He was like, you know, I lost my job. I was going through, you know, the pandemic is really hard for me. And it was just interesting. I was like, so what did you do for work? He was like, yo, I fix vending machines. I was like, yo, the stars align. Go ahead, Joe.
I was gonna say, working at a homeless shelter for a year and a half, you kind of realize that a lot of the things that these people do donate, it's not really like useful shit. I'm not gonna lie. At least at the homeless shelter that I worked at in Poughkeepsie, like the stuff that was donated to them, like was stuff that that nobody would ever use it. It was stuff that would be tossed into a closet. It would be laid out for people to use, but nobody would want it because it would be ripped up. It would be old. It would be dusty. So it was, I don't know. People donating, people doing good things isn't always like a clear sign of the type of person that you're dealing with.
Yo, y'all niggas was fouling that homeless shelter.
Who niggas is found what homeless shelter? Listen,
I ain't
all
saying no name, but some people was recording. Some people going through some hard times.
oh nah, it was wicked.
And these organizations, man, they don't fucking. Sometimes they don't do right by the people. Like Black Lives Matter, man, and I as Melon understand, we have this weird thing, like we don't want to be, too closely aligned with Black Lives Matter because like the organization be finessing these niggas.
Do you feel like Black Lives Matter is for us? Do you feel like Black Lives Matter is an organization that Black people should cling to, or do you feel like this is an organization that is benefiting off of our struggle?
From what I've seen, Black Lives Matter.
Yes, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Who owns Black Lives Matter? Let's talk about that. Who owns it?
The politicians, Democrats.
Who owns it? Who owns it? Tell me who owns it.
The Democratic.
No. Don't give me the blanket term that includes everybody. Who owns it?
The whites.
I like it.
The way. Yo.
Whoa! Okay,
this is the please. See, that's why we got to do the cancel warning on the episode. Yo, they finessing.
But nah, honestly, bro, like they sold that shit for $500,000. They better sold that shit. Google owns that.
I think we got to get rid of the slogan. For real.
Black Lives Matter.
See how the whites do? They took me away.
Why would you do that?
I told y'all.
Because just like when you, this nigga Keith is over. Like, yo.
As soon as I talk about the Google, it takes me.
Because it's like you get a negative, and I might be wrong on this, but like it's like you get a negative thing just having that. So it's like Black Lives. Like, damn, we say this shit all the time. It's like slogan things. It's like climate change or one of them powerful slogans that when you say the word, it kind of keeps people away from the conversation. It's like, oh, Black Lives Matter. I know, like, so I think we need to get rid of the term.
I feel like we should never ever get rid of the term Black Lives Matter because Black Lives Matter is more than just a slogan. Black Lives Matter is something that you got to live every single day. Black Lives Matter is all of us.
Listen, we not talking about the slogan. We're talking about the organization. That's the
he was
the issue.
What?
No. I know, but that's the issue. Is too often when the term is brought up, people don't understand how to differentiate the two. That there is one, in fact, organization that, to anyone's knowledge, has never shown up or actually done anything, and then there's a slogan that shows up from all these little ass grassroots things that happen all over the country all the time, but there's nothing on a national level, and it gets masked as this on a media scale to where it's like, oh, Black Lives Matter had a protest because they don't know what to call it. But realistically, the organization itself has never had anything to do with any of these things that are actually happening.
I ain't
so
never.
That's realistic.
It'll be outside.
And it's like it's not that. It's just literally it's just now it's time to just like Hope said, we understand that they we all know this. We've talked about this on this podcast 1,000 times. We know that they sold this shit off to we know everything. We know all this. This whole Mike Brown shit. We knew about this in 2017. This is not new.
Elaborate.
This Mike Brown, where his family was suing him, this is not a new story. They've been doing this. Honestly, I really think this is one of those Facebook things where it's like from 2 years ago got shared and people just jumped on it thinking it's new. This is not new. This has been going on. These numbers are old enough. Like this whole thing is old. This is not new activity or new knowledge. So like this whole story has come out. So basically the point is, what we need to do now is we need to establish, there is an organization that is this term. Do not donate to that. We need to explain way more we need to take into account that we need more organization between these individual grassroots organizations that are doing their individual things. There's a Melanin Unchained in at least 13 other cities across America, but y'all niggas don't talk at all. So there is no organization. You can't until all these little these organizations like what you're doing, what people are doing, and they're over here, over there, until y'all start really tapping in with each other. And that's why I stress on it every time y'all post something, tag 15 to 20 other people that are doing what you're doing. Until you tap in with those other markets, bro, it's not like you're gonna continue to have these little ass things where someone came up with a cool slogan that called on and sold it for $500,000.
Listen,
3 women came up with that shit, sold it for $500,000. Google owns that shit. That was Dr. Umar told y'all that shit that in 20 like that was the first reason they tried to cancel that nigga back then.
listen. Hi, I'm Amir J. Barksdale, president of Melanin Unchained. And if you own Black Lives Matter, the people, if you happen to see this, y'all got 90 mils. We need help, man. We grassroots. We straight with the people.
Don't ask them for no money.
No, I'm not
That's
asking
gross.
for money.
No, don't.
Give us a portion of that because
reach out to the people doing what you're doing and say, yo, let's go out there and let's make some money. Let's talk to these viewers and let's get these viewers to buy into what y'all doing. You don't need none of their dirty.
I don't want to ask.
Comes with something.
I don't want to ask for more. Exactly. If you give something, you got to give up something. But
I just said that.
I want to know where's the money going, and why is it? It's obviously it's
Facebook ads to cause more hate and political bullshit to get y'all to vote on some dumbass shit.
Listen, I don't know. I just my thing is
Black Lives Matter donated X amount of dollars to Joe Biden. That is a fact.
Most likely.
No, it's not most likely. I just don't know the exact
number. Oh yeah, no, I'm agree. When I say that, I'm agreeing with you, because I don't have the knowledge myself. I have to say most likely. I want to know why is it that why is it so easy for us, and not just us as people or as Black people, but as people to when you're emotional, to blindly follow something without knowing what it is. There's all of us at one point. Most of us at one point earlier last year, we're all for Black Lives Matter and still are. And we don't even know if that organization is for us, yet we will blindly defend it. Why do we as people?
We do know. That's why I'm saying we got
a slogan, not an organization.
Yeah, I think that was a case of people hoping that Black Lives Matter, well, what they felt like it meant when all that shit was going down with all that shit was going down with Breonna Taylor and all of that. I think people were hoping that their feelings about Black Lives Matter was like them donating was being shared to the organization and being shared to it. They just hoped that the organization was going to do the changes that need to be made. Mm-hmm. They didn't even go into the details of looking up what Black Lives Matter is, what Black Lives Matter has done for the community, anything like that. They just kind of
haven't done shit for the community.
That's what it was.
They haven't.
It came down to them looking at the slogan, and that's what they were getting behind. They were getting behind the slogan more so than the company. So they just blindly donated.
You think when
can I cut you off before?
Go ahead.
They donating because they scared to talk to Black people. It's like white people's here. Let me throw $45 to Black Lives Matter. I feel like I did my part.
Yo, honestly, this nigga just struck gold with that statement.
Oh, take a sip.
That's really like but like on a little bit deeper than what he was just saying. Like, it's not like fuck that whole like white people don't want to talk to Black people shit, but it's just like people overall don't want to talk to people. People don't actually want to do the action. So it's much easier. Just like we do it all the time. We see these GoFundMes, we see these things. It's 10 times easier to throw $50 at something and just be like, okay, I did my part. And then just like you just walk away, and it's like that's the issue because we're putting money into the hands of who to do what?
They wear it as a patch. Well, I did my part because I donated $45 to Black Lives Matter.
That's what I was saying.
My nigga, but like half the people that are claiming Black Lives Matter are like people that are just chilling at their crib with a GoFundMe. Like it's not just like Black Lives Matter that's fucking up. Like there's plenty of people out there that are just capitalizing off this shit too.
Oh nah, it's definitely some local organizations that did the same shit that Black Lives Matter.
It's not bad enough to where any of us are trying to do more.
It's a lot of responsibility to care.
It is, bro. Like, literally, the only way for Black people to save themselves is for all of us, literally, for a year to just pay our bills and then donate money to a Black coalition fund. But we won't do that. Donate all of our spare change to that. No buying Jordans, no buying this, no buying this, no buying that, no buying this, no buying that. Literally, just donate all your money to the Black coalition fund. And then watch what that does. Because at the end of that, we can give loans to every Black kid to go to school. We can do all this shit. But the problem is, we want ours. Nobody gives a fuck about the next generation. Nobody gives a fuck about what needs to be done. Nobody cares. It sucks to say it, but
I agree.
That's why there's no safe space for men. Because nobody cares.
Nobody gives a fuck.
I'm sorry, Brandon. That was
No, it's good. Go ahead, do your thing.
yo. Listen, Joe,
Hold
pull
on.
it up.
What was the question you were gonna? Yeah. In after hours, I want you to ask that question. Write that down because you had a question. I wanted to see where we're gonna go with that.
Cool.
Yo, I'm sorry, that was funny. He put his glasses.
Yo, y'all remember that nigga from Bad Boys 2? He was like, "It better be floor seats."
Yo.
Yo, please put that clip of that nigga saying that in here next to the show. What the fucking?
Right.
Oh, I thought that nigga was
Hold
a
on.
midget.
One mic.
I didn't mute myself.
We hang out, we party, gamble. Why don't men talk to each other about stuff like this? Why when I having a tough time, do I not call y'all?
Man, that nigga
Yo,
is lying.
This nigga, yeah, first off, bro, this nigga crying like that is mad extra. Like, why is like, I'm not, no, it's cool because, bro, men can cry. We cry on this, no, niggas have cried on this podcast, bro. We be chilling. I'm not saying that crying is the issue. It was just like, when he said it, for him to be like, all right, bro, first off, like, to be honest, like, I mean, I think part of it really where it comes from that video is people need to take into account how old they are.
Yo,
no, for real. Their generation, yes. We're the generation of change. So that's not going to resonate with us because I don't think that's true in our generation. I think very much everyone is like, people can say that, like you can, but like niggas talk, bro.
Yo,
I've talked to every single one of y'all about some in-depth ass, personal ass shit that is fucking with each and every single one of y'all on a real ass level. And we not that close. Like we all cool, but we like in all seriousness, we not the close. Like, so I don't want to hear that. Like
I got my
definitely
niggas
open up.
I cried.
I don't know, man. We were growing up though, it wasn't like that. We were growing up though. You wasn't out here talking with your boys about your hard time.
You were young. You didn't know, like.
But that kind of like reached to the point about what they were about what homeboy was talking about in the video. Because like honestly, yeah, now luckily we are the generation that is changing. That we are the generation that is allowing the males, you know what I'm saying, be able to open up and to express to other males and stuff like that. But growing up, like I said, like you weren't taught that growing up as a child. Like as a male growing up, you weren't taught how to express your feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're going through something, you just tend to just bottle in all the frustration, bottle in all the pain, and kind of just put your head down and keep it going. You know what I'm saying? And it honestly isn't fair. It wasn't fair to us as children to be installed that, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it could have backfired and turned a lot of us into a bunch of angry, violent men. You know what I'm saying? It's a very, very dangerous game where you don't allow men in an area where they're able to, you know what I'm saying, to just be men, honestly, where they can just, like Amir be saying, just cry and just release their emotions and just be themselves. As to why there isn't a space like that, I'm not sure. I think it has to fall into a toxic masculinity.
Nigga, there is a space. Nigga, make one. Nigga, shut up. Like, yo, I cried.
It
I
really
got my
is.
people that I cried to. I'm sure we all got our people. I don't know if y'all all cry to men, but like when some shit hit the fan, there's definitely some dudes that I call. So,
But I felt when Shorty said like that. Oh, my fault, Brandon. Go ahead.
I think the issue is growing up is that in public settings, it was frowned upon. But the same people that would make the jokes and shit, when you're in private, it's a different type of energy. Yes, I've had conversations with people when I was coming up in private, and you develop that relationship. And when you get into public around all your friends and shit, and it's like, it's a different energy, and you got it in your mind, like, hold up, like, is this like a two-faced thing, or is this like people have an image that they want to keep? And when you around a lot of people as kids, you got a lot of people's attention you're trying to grab. So who is more important to you? So if I confide in you here, and we go to school, whatever, or wherever you was at, and now your attention is over there because he's cooler or he's got more clout, then of course you're gonna gravitate to him and just fuck me. So then whatever I told you might be going to him, and then we develop that. Oh nah, I can't. I told you that shit. I can't trust you, and you told him I can't trust you with this, right? And then it develops into now you alone, and you finding it hard to cry alone. Why is it hard to cry alone?
Men fucking kill themselves.
I understand why people do it. I never liked the fact that people did it, but as I got older, I understand why people do. I still don't agree with it, but
Nah,
it,
For sure.
if you're not tall, it's very hard to confide into somebody. Honestly,
it's. I don't think it is.
you
I don't think
it's
it
hard to
is.
confide in
I
somebody?
don't think it's hard to confide in somebody. I guess it's a trust thing. It's a trust issue, but it's very easy to talk. Like it's
No,
very
it's a security issue.
Real quick, can I pose the
trust
question?
and security. But if you don't have trust, that means of course, you wouldn't have
It's
the.
a trust within
I want to
self.
put a question after.
It's
Okay.
nothing crazy, but do we all, us four of us, do we have we had those conversations where we cried with other men?
It's
I just
happened.
want to make that very clear.
Men,
No.
yeah, mate, once.
I have.
I've cried.
Other men.
No, I don't remember who it was though. Like I can't remember how long ago it was around the man that I cried. But yeah,
Majority of the times, Robin brought the tears during the conversation, or while I was like confessing shit when I was talking to a girl,
Mm-hmm.
whether it be my mom or another.
That's when it happened most of the time.
So
Yeah, and that's why I wanted to bring up Shorty's point. Like I fucked with. I don't know if that was the tweet I sent or not, but there was one Shorty. I don't know who you are, whoever you are out there. Shout out to you. Shorty said niggas need to get that shit settled out. I'm paraphrasing, but she was like, niggas need to get that shit fixed before they start coming to a female and expecting them to do it for them. And I kind of felt that. Now
Goes both ways, shorty. Like what you talking?
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
It
Don't
do.
that.
It
No,
do.
not, but that's not the point. But that's not what we're talking about right now. That's not what we're talking about right now. We talking about niggas right now. I'm not. Like, I hate when niggas do that. No. I hate when niggas do that though. But that's passing. That's passing the buck on accountability onto somebody else. You want someone else to take accountability before you take accountability. That's whack. So it's like like low key. I feel that like niggas do need to be able to figure out that shit and get that shit settled out, because not for nothing, women do have that, and women do get through their shit with each other and talk about their shit with each other and get through that shit way better than men do, for sure.
You're gonna make me say it.
I don't know what you're gonna say, but
Women might be stronger than men.
They are. That's a given.
Okay.
Women are.
Because today is
men are here
International
to
Women's
build.
Day.
Men are here to build. Women are here to maintain, and everyone knows maintenance takes way longer than building. Like you have to be stronger to maintain than to build. But men are here to build. Women are here to maintain. Primitive keys.
Hey,
that was, you guys said a whole lot. I ain't gonna lie. Sure.
Why you don't cry to men, Joe?
I do.
Yeah,
And I know it sounds
what men do
crazy.
y'all cry to? Not even to say like that, but like.
Yeah, I'm about to say, what man are you crying
like,
to?
I think that's the wrong. I
What
think that's the
man are you
wrong
crying
term.
to?
I think that's the wrong term. I think crying is the wrong action used.
Cody.
I've teared up in talking about a situation in front of one of my
Not
friends.
even that.
But like
I have real conversations with niggas every day, but like.
I
Y'all be getting that y'all be getting that triggered and emotional
well, hold up.
I can't get that emotional talking
I'm
to
just
niggas.
asking. This in
I
general,
know.
not
I know.
talking to niggas or talking to women.
No, this
Y'all
is
be getting emotional like that.
nah. So hold on. So now we're on the topic of why men don't do it. This is exactly why, because no one said we do. I gave an example of a time, and then it turns into
I'm trying to learn. I'm not.
I
trying
know
to,
about
like,
you, but
discredit.
I'm saying on a larger scheme, this is what it becomes. Like you would open up and you what yeah, and on a larger scheme,
But why is that not being taken as like trying to learn? Why are you letting your ego be like?
No, I'm not. I'm using this example in a more
not you specifically,
a less
but
immature.
That person in that
Yeah,
situation.
I feel like you're being mature-ish right now. I feel like in a less mature setting, that what you said would be. And then with more people around, that becomes a joking point.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, instead of it becoming that, like, why is it not looked at as like like, that's how I would, like, when I look at questions, like, I take, like, the problem I think a lot of times is, like, we miscommunicate, and like we bring it up all the time with the text message. Like, you might send a text message with punctuation and I'll take that a certain way, but you might just accidentally hit a space bar. You know what I'm saying? But like, literally, so it's like the same thing. Like, why do we take that question as like, oh, this nigga trying to clown on me? Like, what? Like, nah, nigga, like, genuinely, like,
because we all live in a world.
How do you like? I first, I don't even know what man I would go cry to. Like, I don't know.
But that's not what. That's not. I don't think that's what's being said.
That's
what I was saying.
I wouldn't do that either. Like, I don't think I've ever planned like it.
Let me go cry to my dog, man.
I've never planned on like when it happened. I didn't plan on that being the situation. I didn't cry to the guy. We was having a conversation,
I just started.
and I just started tearing up a little bit because of what how it hit me as far as what it was. It wasn't like, yo, I gotta talk to my boy. Like, yo, what's going on? Like,
It's
but
never like that.
It was good.
Yeah.
What is it that makes y'all cry? Because it's got to be something. So what is it? Like individual. What makes you
difficult?
That's a tough question.
For me, when it comes down,
what is it that caused it? Well, what is it?
I start crying when I feel either an overwhelming feeling of despair, like anxiousness. You know what I'm saying? When I feel like things are just entirely out of my control. You know what I'm saying? Like when I like when you just feel like there's really like no positive way out of a situation. You know what I'm saying? That's what usually brings me to tears. That or just, you know what I'm saying, we gotta be having some solid emotion, soul touching nerves, and nerve touching conversation.
Interesting. Brandon.
I couldn't. I don't know. It's like a weight. I tell you,
Hold that
I don't cry.
Amir. Hold it. Keep thinking, Amir.
No, I'm. It's like
keep thinking.
Damn.
Keep thinking.
What makes me cry? That's the question, correct?
Yes.
Oh, shit, a lot of things make me cry.
Tell me all of
niggas talking like shit that I'm talking down on some shit. I'm super passionate. That might make me cry. Passionate about that might make me cry. Things that I really don't want to address, and it bothers me, and people continue to push it. Like the last episode that ain't aired, like it was there. And just feeling overwhelmed and sometimes you get those moods where you just feel like everything's not clicking. It's a mood.
So yours is boundaries.
This
Joe's
nigga's the
is
doctor.
Anxiety. Brandon, what's yours?
It's a weight. You get older.
Yours is more fear.
You start to as you get older, you start to become more in tune with your emotions. You're able to be more honest. You can't really hide from that shit. I don't cry very often. The first time I cried in a long time was
the only thing I know who can make himself cry at the drop of a
LOL. But that don't
do
count.
That. I could do that.
That don't count. I think it was 2 years ago. I cried for the first time in years, and I came home to my mom, and she was cooking or cleaning dishes. I just walked up to her, hugged her, and bawled out. I couldn't express nothing but like a weight that I've been holding shit in for mad long, and I just needed to let that shit out. I don't know what causes it. It's like anxiety, like Joe said, or that, like you said, you alluded to Joe, and anxiety and fear. But just like feeling powerless as a man.
You cry at change. You cry at boundaries. You cry at fear.
Nigga, what you cry at?
I was about to say, I cry solely at pain.
Oh.
Huh?
This nigga's not physical pain, but like emotion. Like
I think it's all pain. Everybody cries at pain.
I know, but I cry more at betrayal than anything else, or loss. I guess you could say.
Listen,
betrayal. That's an interesting concept too.
Betrayal is when your brothers cross you.
That like solely, like that's like the one thing that'll bring you to tears like 10 times out of 10.
I think if you have good social skills, that would be the case.
Yeah. That feeling of being betrayed.
Because everything else, I account for. Like the thing is, I account for 9 times. Like no matter what, I account for everything else, but for certain motherfuckers to cross me, or for certain motherfuckers to like stab me. Like there's certain motherfuckers who like I allow to be behind me in my blind side, and I feel comfortable with them there. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And when they do something, that's like. It's a pain, like it's just like like if I cry, bro, it's more like like I'm trying to put pain in the world.
I know I would have never did that shit.
Like bro, it's a total it's a total different thing. So
before, I mean that's how it is.
Mine is aggressive. So
I think it comes from that. I think
appreciate that though. Everyone's got their own reason, and I think each reason is super interesting. Like.
Wow, the original
boundaries.
The original question was: is there a safe space for men? This is a safe space for men.
And no damn safe snow.
And this is why I asked the question, and it brings it back because we need to understand why. So like now, if Amir is upset, like I can understand like it came from a boundary thing with him, like, or if I see Joe is upset, I understand like there's a fear there. If I see that you're upset, like there's a change going on. There's a revelation at the end of like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yo,
it's very
first of all, stop dragging niggas and shut up. Like you over here dragging.
How I drag anyone?
Nah,
do
it's
Dr. Keith
not
like
a
that.
negative. It's not a negative thing, but I really like lately. I've been having a lot of like revelations, but I don't. Once
Oh,
again,
so you mad because I know what the fuck to see? Niggas
Nah,
mad.
You about to cry. You
Niggas
about to cry.
mad
You about to cry.
But I can't even. I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you like why, because I'm naturally a very angry person that just be on the outside letting people think I'm happy. Like right, like I'm not angry all the time, but growing up, I felt like I had to suppress a lot of emotions, and now that I'm older, I get to just let that shit out. And I remember having a conversation with my dad, and he be down my pose, like just and I be he just be on my shit, like lecturing and all that, and I'm tearing up, and he's knowing that why I'm tearing, not because I'm scared or not because whatever, because I know I'm powerless in a situation. That's the authority figure, and I can't do shit about it. And I would just tear up because like I just be angry. I can't say shit. So like it just turns into just not saying shit, and now you get to an age where you can, and now you realizing that, oh shit, these are all the emotions I felt before that I suppressed. How do I fucking manage it? And not be a fuck up as a guy. In my mind, I'm a fuck up because in my head, growing up, I thought by 21 I would have my master's already. I thought by 22, 23 I have a nice job, and I thought by 24, 25 I'd be in a house. Maybe we're thinking about what kids, whatever, and then it don't go the way you want. So now you gotta, get the reality, change your strategy, find a new thing. So you don't know what's coming in the future. That's all it is. I don't know why we cry. I don't know why we do it.
That was really good, man.
Feel me? But
that little talk
yo,
spiel that you did, that was that was really good.
I'll tell you right now, talking, looking into Joe's eyes, I'd be like, yo, like, hey, what the fuck is this nigga thinking? No, cause like I look all y'all in the eye when I talk.
Hey, yo, this
it could be
on Zoom, nigga.
It could be Joe, when I look you in your eyes, bro, I just get in my
it was a little.
I just get in my
it was a little fucked up, son. It was a little fucked up.
But when I look in your eyes, son.
Listen, I'll let you know right now. When I speak, I look every single one of y'all in your eyes, right? So pause or not, whatever. But Joe just be like this. When Joe be like, and I can't read him, so I just be like, damn, am I fucking up? Like, I sound stupid. He just be like,
you know, Brent, I can't see you, so I'm just looking at this blurred image of you speaking.
You can't see me.
Nah, I don't got my glasses on.
Oh shit. Okay. I'm like, cause this nigga's like, I'm
already trying to look like I'm interested. I'm not like, I'm feeling dumb, but I can't see you, so I'm just looking at this blurred spot.
I think that's the third time I said some such shit, and it's only right because I be going at y'all on the edit, so it's only right that today or tomorrow I go out myself. Like,
nah, the down my throat was correct.
Yeah, that was unasked for. Nobody.
That's the terminology.
We gotta stop as black men doing ayo and now that I got the attention in the floor.
That's
I don't, I'm
anyway. So what was we talking about?
Yo, hold on. Let me work. Early in this podcast, I may have been a flower giving nigga. I am a flower giving nigga, but I don't know if I'm the flower giving nigga on this pod. But Brandon, that was real. Like, all jokes aside, what you just said, like,
did you say that while giving him flowers?
He did just stop our entire podcast to tell Brandon good job again. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yo,
that
stop
shit was
digging
dope.
in,
He's
my
okay.
Nigga. Move on.
That's my problem. I thought this was a safe place.
He said, I thought this was a safe place.
Nah, mad hazardous. Niggas stay dangerous.
Yo, Amir, I appreciate it, bro. Don't.
Oh, nah, we good. I'm just trying to make sure niggas ain't crossed any of these brother codes things when they was doing that. You know what I mean? Cause I thought this was a safe space.
So read them off.
We're taking okay. I'm here with the segue.
Brother code.
I see.
Some of y'all niggas forgot the brother code.
What's brother code? Run them off.
Brother code. I'm gonna read them off.
Is there a way we can bring the image up on the screen?
There is.
Those the image bringing nigga up.
The image nigga bringing.
Screaming. Pull it up.
Yeah, screaming.
Nigga bring.
Let me
image nigga bringer upper is what we call
image bringer upper.
It sounded like cotton picking. I don't know.
I know it wasn't bugging out.
I thought
hold up.
space for me.
Hell that.
Nah,
You
stay
like,
dangerous.
yo, I'm working this episode, yo. Stop playing with me, man.
Everybody is. I'm there.
This is
letting
beautiful.
All right. So let's take
Yo,
this one.
does
by
he
one.
have it up
Still
or
gotta read
no?
it. I'm gonna read it.
I
Fuck it.
got
It's
it up.
It's on
Oh,
my
okay.
screen.
Let me go back.
Rule
Nigga,
number.
what is going on? I don't see nothing. Oh,
Rule
Am I-
number 1: main chick is off limits. Everybody else's food. Eye rolls.
Yes.
Rule number 2:
No,
don't
no,
fuck.
one by one.
Oh, we gonna break it down.
One by one. Yeah. One by
Okay.
one.
I think we could all agree on that.
Main chick is 100% off limits. Also, I will also say this. This is just first off for me personally. Any chick that any nigga messes with, bro, that's yours. I don't want any chick in common with my niggas. That's gross to me.
yeah.
1. 2. Your main chick. If she was your main chick, you 100% get her regardless if y'all break up or not.
Facts.
Anything like that, I don't know. But personally, I don't want any chick in common with my niggas. That's me.
Yo, I got in trouble with, I guess the dude ain't know. Like he wasn't my man's. I just met him like 2 months ago and got the girl he wanted for a while. And I guess I broke a code or some shit, even though I don't know this nigga. So it was like I just met you.
Wait.
But
So wait, explain that story a little bit more.
So I had recently, I was hired at a job, not recently, but I was hired at a job a while ago, and he was telling me about this girl, and ended up being somebody I ended up speaking to, and he was upset that I was speaking to her because he had feelings for her. I don't really know him. What's up?
Recognized her.
What's up?
Oh, that was your girl. I thought I read.
LOL. Yeah, so shit like that. He thought he was upset at me, and then ended up becoming more serious, and he felt like I did something wrong.
Is that your boy?
Nah,
When did you meet him?
I met
What
him.
was y'all relationship like?
Co-worker.
What was y'all relationship?
Co-worker.
Where did you meet Shorty? You met Shorty at work?
Yeah.
Was he that
So-
co-worker?
Nah, that makes it equal then. That makes it equal. I mean, like, I don't know. How close was y'all at work? Like, I mean, was all three like
Not like, what's up?
Did you know?
Did I know that he liked her?
Or that he was trying to pursue it?
I knew that he liked her. She said she ain't fuck with him.
Yeah.
So,
Time out.
Nah, that fake might be dirty.
Wait a minute.
how is it dirty though? Because that's not my man. Go ahead,
I said
Joe.
possibly.
Okay, go ahead.
Wait a
Bring in
minute.
the court music.
Silence in my courtroom.
So, first and foremost, Brandon, was this man your friend? What was your relationship with this man?
My coworker literally met him
Through work. Was he the
through
coworker
work.
you talked to
Who's
outside?
defending Brandon?
That nigga on his own. You're
Was he
right.
the coworker? This nigga couldn't even afford a public attorney. Now,
Representing
listen.
himself.
Time out. So, was he the type of coworker that you talked to outside of work?
Nah.
All right. So, did you know that he was pursuing this woman?
He here's a story. We was taking a train home on my first shift. Him and this other coworker, and he was like, "Yo, like you work here. One of the first things you got to do, you got to get a baddie from here, whatever." And he was like, "Oh, you know, this and that, naming off people." He's like, "Nah, but this person is off limits though. She's low key." Da da da. I said the name. He was like, "Oh,
So he told you she was off limits.
I just it's my first day at the job. I just met him.
No, none of that extra
Answer
shit.
my question, please.
Okay. Yeah, he said that he liked her. Yeah.
All right.
And at the time though, here's what I'm gonna say. At the time though, in my defense, at the time, I didn't know the girl, and I didn't know the girl, and I didn't speak to her for upwards of like 2-3 months. I didn't even know.
Okay, so this man told you that this girl was off limits 2 or 3 months prior to you talking to her.
Yeah,
and you still went out your way and spoke to her.
No, I did not. I did not go on my way.
So what happened? Did she approach you?
She approached me because I approached everybody else but her. So
Preach.
No.
Yo,
So
Your Honor.
let me
I have
tell you
a
the
question
story.
for the court. I have a question for the court, Your Honor.
I allow it.
Because we gonna be real niggas here. Can I get a real niggas in the building real quick?
Hey man,
Real niggas is in the building.
Real nigga check.
So now, my question, Your Honor, is: doesn't every real nigga know how to get the woman he wants? Is to give attention to every woman that's around her, but her.
Yo.
Your
Facts.
Honor,
This
Your
is
Honor,
facts.
Your Honor. I'm just curious. So now, Your Honor, when this man was told 2 months prior to him doing this to Shorty, because now what I hear is this nigga was told, okay, she off limits, say less. Brandon's mind, I know Brandon. So Brandon was like, watch, I'm gonna get her to like me. She
Right.
off limits, nigga. I got you. Let's play this game. Brandon took it as a challenge.
Right.
Now Brandon is here. Continue your story, because now
So-
Brandon took it as a challenge. So is it fair for the court to understand that Brandon took this as a challenge?
That is fair to assume.
That is fair to assume. Thank you.
Wait,
court
Marquis,
proceedings continue?
Amir, I have a counter question. I'm sorry, Marquis, I have a question I'd like to ask you.
I would love to answer the question, sir.
Do you feel that Brandon was intentionally talking to these other women to gain the attention of the off-limits baddie?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Every interest of Brandon was for off-limits baddie. To the
listen,
point where I'm going to go out on a limb.
I would like to clarify.
And say Brandon did not spend any money on the other women. And Brandon probably did not give them the good lovings.
Oh, Brandon, can I get a response?
Aha, he did it. He did it.
Hey, yo, listen. Here's the thing, though. Here's the
That
thing.
nigga guilty.
Here's the thing. All right, in my defense, when I say I spoke to everyone, it wasn't like I literally spoke to everyone. Like it wasn't. I did not talk to her.
You see what he doing? He flirting.
He ignored her to gain attention.
So
He's showing up light skin with his haircut.
Here's
That
how-
other nigga don't look like Brandon. He don't.
here's how here's it.
Look at Brandon. Look at him right now. Look at Brandon.
It was a situation where it was the end of the shift, and anyone that was on the shift, I was exchanging snaps.
Closing shift. Timeout, Joe. You know what goes down on the closing shift.
I do know what goes down in the closing shift.
Continue, Brandon.
That is Mac time hours.
LOL.
Continue your story, Brandon.
So I got snaps from everyone, and I didn't ask for hers. I didn't. Well, it wasn't intentional. I just didn't ask.
Your Honor. Your Honor.
So she goes. Oh, what? You don't want my snap? I was like, yeah, I'll take it. I took it.
This
So
nigga's guilty.
I got her. Hold up. I got her snap. We didn't talk on Snap. I want to say for a few weeks after that until I was on Cash and she saw someone else. I don't know how she saw it. I was on my Snap. She saw that someone else that worked there, I had streaks for her. She was like, oh, you got streaks with this girl? Why you don't got streaks with me? So I was like, you want to have streaks? And she said, yeah. So we had streaks. So from that point on, we talked as friends.
Honor.
Hold up.
Honor.
From that point on,
I'm going to let him finish before I allow you guys to deliberate.
From that point on, we spoke as friends. Mind you, my personality in the job, Joe, Keith has worked with me. He knows how I am with everybody, man or female. You're getting the same energy. So that's how.
This, Your Honor.
So that's how I am. I've had people like we take the train home, and all of a sudden I'm talking to them. Like mad girls in there thought I was talking to them because we took the train home, even though we both live in the Bronx. So of course we going from Penn Station uptown. You get off first, but so cool. I get her snap.
Your Honor.
He doing again. Hold up. Mind you, me and the guy that we still not cool. Like if we talk, we joke, whatever. But I don't talk to nobody really in there outside of work other than my aunt where I work at the time. Cool. We get to a point where she is asking me if I want to go out. I say, cool, fuck it, why not? And we go out. She expresses everything and how the situation is. She says this person, nothing, he's annoying. He's actually harassing her. I don't know the dude from nowhere. Fuck it, it's not my man's. That's not my man's.
Thank you for this sentiment.
That's not my man's. You feel
Brandon,
me?
thank you very much. We appreciate you coming in today.
You feel me?
Before I allow Amir and Marquis to give their verdict, I would just like to state my thoughts on the matter. Personally,
last, Judge.
Personally,
Judge, you gotta give your thoughts last, Judge.
You do gotta give your thoughts.
All right. And as a matter of fact, then listen, Marquis, Amir, the floor is yours. Tell this man his verdict.
Yo, listen, you dirty Mac. You knew what you was doing.
I
ain't mad at you for what you did. Actually, you borderline dirty Mac. I don't know what we can call it.
How?
You took the challenge. You accepted the challenge. That's all I'm gonna say. You accepted the challenge. I know what you did. I like your style a little bit.
I ain't saying nothing bad about the dude.
But in all honesty, I'm not saying.
And I gave him 2 months, 3 months.
Or did it? I'm not saying anything of that. Honestly, like I would put it like this. Honestly, realistic when it comes down to it, like if you gave a fuck about that nigga,
I wouldn't have.
You would, yeah, you wouldn't have. So it's just like you accepted the challenge, you won, and you know what I mean. But
Amir.
might be a little.
That nigga's good in
He
my
said,
book.
he said, Pooh, you know you must
Hey, man.
really shiesty.
It's one thing if that dude you substitute, he's Joe, and it's like Joe tell me, yo, go, what's good? Yo, blah blah blah. This girl, I like her a lot. I'm like, word, cool. And then I end up behind his back, like, yo, I don't know if
you know I'm
like,
really shiesty.
listen, if you're not my man, that's not the bro code. Then, like, you gotta be. I gotta know you from somewhere. I gotta chill with you. I gotta chill with you. We gotta have conversations. I don't even know your last
Your
name.
Honor, he's entering in new
That
evidence.
nigga-
I don't
that
like
nigga-
this.
Will now
Your
go
Honor,
down to
Your
Amir.
Honor, he's entering in new evidence.
Listen,
I don't like this.
I'm on the fence.
Strike that from the record.
Amir.
I'm on the fence. You know what I
Let
mean?
him know he's not my man's.
Young bull, you know, he did his Mac Dizang, and you know what I mean.
Yo, who's PDCU?
he borderline guilty. I mean, if she said, oh, you know, they had a thing, I would like to believe that.
Who said I said that?
That nigga guilty, Your Honor. I made my
Who said
mind
she
up.
said that?
I ain't trying to hear this nigga story, man. Yo, what's bro code?
Your Honor, I object. He just added in. So who said she said they had a thing?
This shit, hey, my bad, cuz you guilty.
Nah,
I done
honestly,
made my mind
I
up.
mean,
If I asked, I did my due diligence. I said, yo, look,
Yeah, you did.
and she said, nah, I don't fuck with him.
You was
that's
like,
the dirty macking.
Let me go. Okay, let me
I
go.
asked.
That's the dirty
Alright.
macking part.
I honestly agree with the sentiment that you were participating in Dirty Mac. I do feel that strongly. But now listen. The reason why I'm kind of on the same train as Amir, where I'm kind of on the fence, only because this guy clearly was not your man's. Because if he was your man's, you wouldn't have did no crazy shit like this. That's why I feel you are partially innocent. But
I've had men take my ex.
at the same time,
My man's.
when this man told you that she
But
was,
don't make two wrongs to
you
make
did
one.
allow it 2-3
And that's
months
fucked up.
period,
We need to
which
slide on
gave
that
you
nigga. Yeah,
respect.
bitch ass nigga.
At the end of the day, you did what you had to do, and you made the move you feel like you had to make. And they can be seen, they can go either way. But at the end of the day, man, I'm sorry you are.
Wait. How am I guilty though? How am I guilty though?
Make sure that you guys tip your valet on the way out the door. We'll see you guys on our next.
Y'all don't understand. Y'all not understanding. And how is it dirty, Mac? If for 2 months, 3 months, I don't say a word to this girl.
Yo,
You lost the case, bro.
You can
Pull the
appeal
shit
it
up.
after hours.
Yo,
wow. That's crazy.
Pull the shit up, Joe. Pull it up,
You
Joe.
can appeal it after hours. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean, give me a retainer. I got you. You know what I mean? Because I have the answer.
You
Wow. All right, fuck it. I lost my first one. That's cool.
Don't fuck with my family unless you're ready to fall in love, nigga.
Hey,
I agree.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Don't fall over my family. Period.
Nah, honestly, the only thing I would change that to is, I mean, now granted, I don't have a female family member that this could happen to. So, the one thing I would say is, it's not even don't fuck with my family unless you're ready to fall in love, because that fall in love shit is weak as shit. But like, don't, nigga. First off, if we cool and you approach my family, there needs to be one. We need to have like, you need to like, you kind of need to let me know. Like, that's what you're trying to do, and everything else needs to cease. Like, that's just it. Like, because at that point, and I feel like that's just respectful. Like, if you're gonna fuck your man's sister, don't do it dirty. Like,
Listen, I feel like for the sake of our relationship, do not have no type of feelings towards no female member of my family, because at any point if that shit turns south, at the end of the day, you're gonna create a rift either in my family or create a rift in our friendship. So for the sake of keeping that, like, you know what I'm saying, so that can't even be a possibility, refrain from falling in love with all female members of my family, please and thank you.
I agree with Keith. It's about respect. It's about the way you do things. I don't have a problem with it, but be respectful. Let's communicate, and that's between y'all.
Yeah.
realistically, like, yeah, just don't be like, I don't like, don't like, y'all can have your relationship, y'all deal with that. Don't put no hands on her, obviously, but like anything other than that, like, y'all deal with that. You know what I'm saying? As y'all get through it and y'all work out y'all kinks of y'all relationship like any other relationship. But other than that, just don't be out here like, don't dog nobody with my last name, bro. Because other than it's a different type of time. Like, it's not my thing at that point. You are out.
I'm saying if you're gonna talk me like that, bro, I don't know. I find it very difficult to be friends with somebody that is going out with your sister. Cause not even for the fact of that, like, you know what I'm saying, he fucking your sister and shit like that. Like, for the sake of that relationship is automatically just gonna create some type of rift, some type of division amongst everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, all it takes is one incident. You know what I'm saying? You done fucked up. You didn't fucked up a brother and a sister relationship. You didn't fucked up fucking a sister, and you know what I'm saying? It could just go a whole bunch of different ways.
If two adults are not adult enough to understand that I ain't got shit to do with y'all relationship, they can't.
I think, and you have to be adult enough in yourself to realize that. It's like literally, that's why it's just like the boundaries. Don't put your hands on
I
her.
don't think it matters how adults
cheat
are,
on
bro.
her.
That shit is tough. That is a tough line to balance on, bro.
I
Don't
hear
dog her. Don't put your hands on her.
You're just being safe,
Really,
Joe. I hear what you're saying.
You know, yeah, man, yeah, that's what it is. I'm probably being preventative, trying to make sure that problem is not happening.
Go ahead, Brandon. Get your thoughts off.
If it's respectable and the fallout is handled respectable, too, you have a conversation as an adult, then I don't see the issue in it. I haven't had any personal issues with this. I myself have tried to talk to a friend's cousin. That was cool. But you know, it's respectable. Like I don't
know. That's weird.
What's up?
Yo.
I don't know. I just don't like. Yeah, Brandon, you kind of got that's 2 strikes so far.
How that 2 strikes?
How
that 2 strikes?
You are an animal, nigga.
Yo.
I'm just being honest. You know, like I've never had the issue done to me. And everyone was cool. And it's not like my thing is this, and to kind of get at Joe, it's 2 people that make this decision. It's not like, you know, you just trying to go behind someone's back. Like if let's say I'm your man's and you have a sister my age and I like her, the only way we can get together is she likes me. And a conversation has to happen. So it's not like I would talk to you first, but it's not like it's oh yeah, I'm going after her. And it's just like there's no interest. It's just no interest. She ain't fucking with me. That's just it. So I don't think it's grimy. She has feelings too, and you gotta account for that. And it didn't go nowhere, but I'm a respectable person, and the situation was handled. It just didn't work, and I was that. No one was hurt. No one was upset. Everyone was cool. I was still friends with the dude. Like I said, I grew up. I've had some grimy shit done to me. I think I've handled a lot of shit.
You from the Bronx?
I've handled a lot of shit.
From the Bronx, nigga. You the only Bronx nigga I know that ain't say they from the Bronx.
I'm from a lot of places.
I'm from the Bronx.
Dante is I fuck with Dante.
Dante is not from the Bronx.
What happened? How did we get onto this?
Yo, this nigga Brandon had me weak. This nigga Dante is from like Westchester.
Listen, I don't know.
Rule number 3. We fight together. Yo.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with no hot-head niggas.
Nah. I'm gonna put it like this. No. I'm gonna put it like this. If you get in your 31, that's yours. You know what I'm saying? Like there is fair ones. You know what I'm saying? But like if you kick my man's in the head, if you violate, if you slam my man's type crazy, if you pull out a gun or any form of weapon, or if you just violate with how you beating on my man's, then it's a different type of I'm fucking you up. I'm in there. You gotta beat us both there.
I'm not saying fact. If you fight this nigga 1-on-1, you just whoop his ass. Listen, I gotta go back.
I'm gonna break it up. If, you know what I mean? If it's a fair one, I'm gonna break it up. But like, if you violate, it's a different type of time.
Nah, facts. Niggas is like trying to like fucking
yo, Brandon, what
on the sidewalk, or niggas is trying to, you know what I'm saying, jump you type shit. Then yeah, that's a different game.
Yeah, it's a different type of time.
Next one.
Because I agree, but it's like I have stories, man. And it's just like it
Tell your
fuck you
stories,
up.
then, nigga.
I agree.
You about to strike 3 on rule 3?
Nah. It's like yeah, you fight. You you try to tell me first of all, it's 1 strike. I'm not fucking with y'all. Second, like I agree.
Which
but
strike did you take?
I'm taking the fuck it. I'll take the cousin shit. I ain't taking
the one you actually fucked up on.
What you call it? Like when I was younger, I got myself like defending my mans, and we ended up fighting this person off of some shit that ain't really have much to do with me. But because of the situation at hand, and the shit that was going on, he had got my man jumped, and he was gonna fight him. Dude was big, and he was getting his ass beat, so he had to jump in. And I felt bad looking back at it now, like we didn't have to jump him, like
We did not have to jump in.
but like, why do we do it? And it's like, so yes and no, if it has something to do with you and you feel invested, but sometimes it's like you don't really need to be part of all the shit just because. Like sometimes you fight together, you get dragged into some shit you need to be dragged into. So remember that fight Joe had? Remember that fucking drive? When a whole fight popped off, and you was fighting, Nigel was fighting, Eli was fighting, all because of that one dude. You don't remember that?
What was we fighting?
I don't know. Y'all was fighting. That's why I ain't fighting. I'm like, y'all fighting over some basketball shit. Like, I'm not
Screaming.
some shit said somebody said something to you or somebody, and y'all was going at it back and forth, and we was about to leave, and y'all was about to start fighting, and someone threw. Y'all was, you don't remember this shit? It was like 2 years ago. Oh, maybe that's why you don't fight all the time. Just because the niggas fight. They don't even remember the shit they fighting for. So you gotta pick your battles. That's all I got.
The whole time you trying to tell me you left me to dry, nigga. You just not telling me.
I ain't leave you to dry.
That's what I heard.
I ain't leave you to dry. Yo, the dude was smaller than me, the one that was fucking with you. It just happened to be everybody. I don't know. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Wait, you said Eli was beating niggas up?
That's what I'm saying.
Eli was there, and Nigel was there, and it was off of some shit that you and this kid was going at it the whole game, and he said to you, bro. I was thinking, like, why are you about to fight this dude? Like, the dude is little taller than me and a little bigger than me. Like, why are you really about to fight him? Like, why do I need to fight? So, like, I don't. I'm not. You got to pick and choose. What makes sense? That don't make sense. You don't need help. Like, why? You don't need help.
Show that Brandon left us to fight some niggas.
Ain't nobody. Ain't that happen?
Listen, y'all niggas talking too loud. Yo, see my nails flexed. I ain't trying to fight for no reason. But I mean, if it makes sense to,
that was the gayest shit.
Yo, what the fuck? Yo, Pack. Yo, next, bring the fucking next topic up. Next year. I don't want to hear nothing this.
Yo, why are we doing this today? Yo, listen, I'm gonna just stop telling them stories. I just failed the brother code.
This nigga says some nut shit. Not you, Brandon. This nigga.
He said, I can't mess up my nails.
Yeah, nigga said, I won't mess up.
Excuse me?
Fucking with y'all. Yo, I swear to God.
Yo, I fuck with the hygiene, though.
For real, bro. Take care of your fucking nails.
It takes a lot of courage to go get your nails manicured.
Yeah, that's it with the women.
My God,
if I'm fucked up, help me get right back, vice versa. Take that money emoji out, because y'all, I am not just giving money.
I disagree with that rule.
If I'm fucked up.
Oh, Nigel said they wasn't fighting, Brandon. So where you get that from?
Yeah, who the fuck was we fighting?
Then they wasn't fighting, but y'all was getting at it.
I was talking shit.
Nah, niggas is about
Joe
to fight.
Always do mad reckless shit while he playing ball. I be like, my nigga. Joe be like, I be like, bro, if you about to catch a tech.
Yo, you remember that game where I kicked the garbage can?
Bro, nigga, I remember Matt. You like social nigga, you a bitch. I'd be like, my nigga, you'd understand. You scored 30 of our 45 points. What the fuck are you doing?
It'd be like that, bro.
But anyway, you see how hard it is to coach niggas like this?
Listen, bro, I'm just trying to win.
What are you doing?
We won a championship, Marquis. Don't forget that. I got you your first ring.
So you giving niggas money, Joe? That's what you.
If I'm fucked up, help me get back right, vice versa.
But no, to talk about this picture.
No,
I disagree with this. Absolutely. Why? I'm not gonna help you financially because you got fucked up financially. Honestly, we ain't no type of time like that.
I fucked up. Hold on. What is fucked up? Like, did you just come home from prison?
Okay, yeah. I mean, specify that, I guess.
Did you just get robbed? Like, did something happen that was unforeseen? Like that's how I'm like, that's fucked up to me. Like, fucked up ain't just like some broke ass nigga looking for like a handout.
And that's what I meant by saying I'm not giving.
Fucked up means like, nigga, I was good, and then some unforeseen circumstances like fucked me up, and it's like, yo, like, and help me get back right. To me, at least, I mean, this might be a stretch, especially with the vice versa there, but I assume that help me get back right is I put like, here, take this, and you get back on, and then I get mine's back, and then you good.
Or it could just be like, yo, you need a place to stay. Like, you struggling, you got kicked, you got put out.
But even that, like, I give you this, and then I get mine's back. Like, you get the fuck up off my couch.
Yeah.
And then you
if it happens that I need help, I guess he's saying. But here's the thing: it's a tough line because it could. How long does it become taking advantage and or doing it with the intent of getting something in return? Those are the lines. It's like I don't know.
Nah, it's not about a return. It's just like, I mean, the vice versa shit is just like, that's basically just more or less saying like, yo, real nigga shit. Like, yo, if I got you, you got me type shit. Like, that's real cool. Like, that's how I'm reading it.
I don't know. It was the money emoji for me that made it feel like it was like a financial thing, honestly.
It was the money emoji.
But come on, there's a whole pencil there. That could be an application. There's a whole pencil paper there. He'd be like, yo, give me a job application.
Yeah, he putting it on contract, like vice versa. Like,
yeah, but if he put it on contract, so like, you know what I'm saying? If I ever owe you
yeah.
I'll give you your money right back. But nah, honestly, listen, if it's on like some shit like I was saying, like you just get fucked up and you need like a place to stay or you need like a ride or some shit like that. Yeah, I got you. I'll help you out with some shit like that. But when it comes to giving out money, I don't know, man. It depends. I got no type of person that you are if you're reliable with money like that.
Word, and I think there's a limit on that. If you always,
I think it'll change as y'all come into more bread. Because right now, like, y'all are giving away things that y'all feel like are scarce, like a ride. Doesn't seem like much, or a place to stay doesn't seem like much.
That's a lot, but I'll give it. Fuck it.
It doesn't, but it does, because it's like, it's not like a tax, but like as far as money, it's hard for you guys to part with your money. Like, I get that.
He said, "Damn, bro, I'm kind of fucked up right now. You want nigga $5? Hell no."
Listen, I'll give away money before I give away credit, though. That's a fact. Like
credit, like actual credit, you should not be fucking no credit up on no nigga.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm just saying, but people will do it to co-sign for a car because you need help or some shit. Like I need to get this apartment, so can you put me on your shit as like an authorized user or whatever the case may be? And
respectfully, I'm not, man.
I'm just saying it should happen. So
would you let somebody use your address so like they can't go to a certain school?
Yes,
I
would.
Okay, I thought you guys were pieces of shit.
Yes, I would.
So 0.5 is never tell females what we discussed. I agree.
100%.
I agree.
Is my female about to get dropped? Because if she is,
he said, "Yo, babe,
is y'all about to get her dropped?" But if it's not, I'm joking. Nah, I agree.
Nigga Joe is beating up women.
What?
Obviously not no shit like that, but if this nigga Joe told a joke, I'm gonna this nigga.
I mean, honestly, like just like overall, like nah.
That's
like,
with anybody.
Yeah, because the one that's dirty macking. Two, yeah, again, like what Amir just said, that should just be with anybody. Like whatever we talk about, like that's our conversation, my nigga. It really ain't like, unless it's like I'm not gonna lie, like I'll reference things that I'll be like, yo, I had a similar conversation with the other day, and then I'll get into my point that I'm having with the conversation with the person. So I mean, if that counts, then maybe. But yeah, I don't think you should just be out here being like, yo, like me and Joe was talking before, and like.
That is my definition of dirty macking, which is why I don't believe my dirty mac.
Nah, you was.
Bro,
I
ain't say nothing bad. I ain't say nothing bad about that dude. I ain't even talk about him.
You brought him. You did, and you brought him up. You asked her. You said, "Yo, what's going on with you and homeboy?" And she said, "Nothing. I don't fuck with that nigga." And you said,
"Okay."
Like,
so 3 months in, as we become like, okay, we talking now. Like I need to make sure that ain't shit going on between any. Obviously, I gotta know.
Honestly, you're right, because yo, listen. Who the fuck is he as a man to try to fucking say a woman is his property? It's Women's Month. The fuck he was on.
Exactly. Fuck out of here.
You was right. I told you, bro. I had you on the appeal. I told you. I was ready. I had you on the appeal. We just had to get to after hours because you said some nut shit during the trial. All right, I had you.
Stop trying to compete.
No. All right. So this is one point I'm gonna say this. No, nigga. Stop thinking your man is trying to compete with you. That's where it needs. No one is trying to compete with you. None of your mans are looking at you and trying to compete. Stop thinking that's what it is. Stop thinking that your man is trying to compete with you.
You're not competition.
The world does not revolve around you. No one gives a fuck about you.
I'll be competing with Joe.
He tells me this all the time.
No, what did I hear? I heard the greatest thing. I heard the greatest phrase every day. The other day, it was like, you want to know what people think about you? It was like, what? They don't.
Until they do. But
no, they don't. They don't.
They won't until you make them.
I believe in healthy.
All right.
You feel me?
I hate niggas like this. Who like try to like. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about overall, like niggas is
Talking
not
about
thinking about you, bro. Like niggas on their day to day is not thinking about you and the decisions that they make. Like they're not.
Think about themselves.
can
You're not.
do you think that's the case?
You shouldn't.
I think it's a good point that you brought up, but do you think that's the case, or do you
Yes.
think that's more so
Even
like
if it's the case,
the energy around you?
I mean, what the fuck else am I supposed to know? Am I supposed to just believe some fake ass shit like this? Like, no, I don't think that this is true because I don't see that. I don't see niggas who is trying to compete with each other. Everywhere I go, I see niggas who is always trying to reach out and share what they got, no matter who you are. Even if you're a nigga with nothing, I still see niggas who, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas with less than what I got trying to share with me all the time.
Reason why I ain't
Or
have
niggas with more than with me got trying to share with me all the time. So it's like niggas ain't on this shit, bro. It's like that safe space shit. Like niggas ain't on that shit no more. Maybe at one point in time, but niggas ain't trying to compete. Niggas is insecure about their situation and their position, so they get upset about what other niggas is doing and think like, oh, that nigga trying to be on what I'm, or like, you know what I'm saying? So they want their own space that's carved out for them because they insecure about what they doing.
Rico was trying to compete with A.
I agree, and I think once you start to come into yourself, like you said, those thoughts go out the window. I know coming up, and especially when I got to college, my social group got smaller and smaller because you start to sit at tables and realize that all people do is talk shit. People have real estate all over people's minds, and they be thinking that no one's thinking about you, and somebody is. You post something, it's all this type of hate. I could do it better, and then they trying to do the shit. Like,
but is it real though? Like,
it's probably not, but there is some type of, like you said, there are many people, like you pointed out, that are not comfortable with what they got going on. I think that it happens a lot more than the support don't come as much as you think, as much as I think it should, because I think too many people are trying to compete or feeling insecure or hating, or what do we just call it? Dirty macking, low key. I would call it dirty macking in the sense of when someone is starting something up, or let's say, we have this podcast and somebody else, oh, fuck they podcast. Like, I'm gonna start my own, and you trying to get people that's listening, like, to listen to your shit. Like, ain't that the same thing? People do that all the time.
Not at all. Not at all. That's if anything, if I look at a podcast and I say, you know what, I can make a better podcast, and that's what inspires me to make a podcast, and then I start trying to target podcast fans because I think I have a better podcast, that's smart marketing. I wouldn't say that's dirty Mac, and I wouldn't say that that's a bad thing. I just, like, that's business. That's again like why I say, like, I don't think niggas is trying to compete. And again, it's not that niggas is hating on you or niggas ain't doing this or niggas support you where they can, bro. Like, not everybody sees your Instagram post. Not everybody's a podcast fan. Your job is to go get podcast fans.
I agree.
Like, but that's the problem is niggas look at their friend, oh, this nigga trying to compete with me, or this nigga hating on me because he's not spending 2 hours listening to my podcast, or he's not spending $100 a week buying my.
That's not where I was coming from.
He's actually made this point before.
I make it all the time because I hate this shit, bro.
But that's not where I was coming from at all. At all. Like, I get it. I get that aspect of it, but that's not where I was coming from. I'm not talking about that type of support. But yeah, I agree.
I'm competing with this nigga Joe, and I'll still give him opportunity, and I'll still give him all the knowledge that I have. Like, in my opinion, that's healthy competition. Like, somebody told me they was competing with me before, and I was just like, yo, we could compete, just don't get to the point where you feel like you can't use me for my resources. Like, y'all niggas. Man.
Yeah, honestly, to Amir's point, like, it kind of like, because like for me, like growing up being an athlete and everything, I was competing with the people that I was on the same team as. Honestly, that's all sports is at the end of the day. It's about competition. So I guess like that shit kind of can bleed over into other aspects of your life. When you see somebody who has something that you want, you can put yourself in competition with them. But like Amir was saying, you don't want to put it to a point where you're like not trying to I use them as an outlet for information because you're trying to.
Not even Steph and KD. Steph and Dame. That would be, I think, the better analogy.
I'm also Steph and Dame.
Honestly, that is a really good
bro.
one.
Nah, the Steph and Dame, because like I mean, yes, but they low key they compete and like they teamed up obviously in the All-Star game. That was cool,
you think they competing?
Yes, they competing. They could. Dame Lillard out of his own mouth said the number one person that he competes against is Russell Westbrook and Stephen Curry.
Yeah, like as far as when they talk about the matchups.
They fighting for that top point.
His favorite matchups.
You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you could tell that Dame respects the hell out of Steph. But you know what
You
I'm saying?
know
At
what
the end
I'm
of the day,
saying?
when
They
it
were
comes,
competing when they were playing on the same team.
yeah, I'm messing with when it comes down to it.
Like
You wanna be-
that was a competition.
Okay, so then it's okay. Then it would be healthy in that
No,
sense.
I'm not saying no. It wouldn't. That would not work. That would only work for one night when it worked. You know what I'm saying? That was one night where we come together to do this, and this is what the fans
No, I
want to see.
agree.
That would
I
not work for 82 games.
I brought them up
That's why I
because
said Steph and KD, because like when you join them forces of power, it's like, okay, like now we can go do something that's great. Like unfortunately injury happened, but we know what that dynasty was. That was they were unstoppable. There was no stopping them. KD doesn't get hurt, there's no stopping them. So it's just like if you join your force, it's not about competing. Like KD doesn't have to like KD. Like fuck, I'm gonna keep battling you niggas for. And that's
actually
not
that
even.
was a
I
big
gotta
reason why he left. He felt like
exactly.
he
Fuck,
felt
I
like
gotta keep battling you niggas for, and then have to go battle.
no,
Braun.
that's the big reason why he left Golden State, because of Steph's notoriety and his celebrity. He said that out of his own mouth. They would, so he
Man,
was.
fuck
That
them
could be, but the
Spurs,
reason why he went there was to stop competing with Steph. And I mean, yeah,
No, we did that. No, we didn't.
yes, he did.
This thing not to stop competing with Steph. He wasn't trying to compete with Steph. He was trying to compete with LeBron.
Stop compete. No, he was trying to stop having to battle the Golden State Warriors. He looked at them
Oh,
and
okay.
said, that, like, yeah, that was a given. So that's all I'm saying is like when he left, okay, after the rings and after the success, that's cool. Like now you want to dip out and do your own thing. That's cool. That's fine. But what I'm talking about is the reason why he went there and to join forces originally, he wasn't trying to compete with niggas, bro. And that's how he got his ring.
Well, here's why I brought up Steph and
LeBron
Dame.
got his ring teaming up with niggas. Kobe got his first ring teaming up with niggas. Like, no matter how you look at it.
No, yeah, but in a sense, they still.
Double Kobe. But go ahead, Brandon. I'm sorry.
No, I brought up Steph and Dame because I agree with what you're saying in that sense. But in my sense, and I think correlates more with what I thought we were talking about here, is you got two people who kind of do the same thing. It's kind of very similar, same skill set. Both can shoot from outside of the gym. And they're not, when I say they compete obviously, but it's not like a thing where one of them is hating on the other or one of them feels that they got to prove themselves over the other. They both talk about each other in high regard. It's really the media that does all that extra shit. And you saw last night, like Steph hits a shot, Dame's on the bench, like clapping, he's cheering. He's not hating, you know? And that's what I mean. Like he's not competing like that. Oh, I gotta go out and I gotta make sure I get mine because if I don't, then they're gonna think Steph. Like I thought they was having fun yesterday. Like you can do
They were
it.
having fun, but
they was having fun.
have fun with their professional competitors.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I meant.
Definitely was thinking I gotta get mine.
Oh yeah, obviously, as a competitor, you think I got to get mine, but
he kept inching back at the half court, like he did. Like
damn,
yo,
son.
I think Stephanie putting Dame in it. Yo, block that man's text messages out. I didn't even read it, but just in case.
in sync in a group chat. Your shit wacky.
You don't save nobody number. Yeah, that nigga not save you niggas number.
That's Moyer's number.
It's my laptop. Relax.
I was like, wait, I know that number.
It's my laptop. Nothing saved.
Well, what's going on?
No, it's just my laptop. I don't have my content synced.
Nah, I'm talking about the picture.
All right, so the next one is brothers don't what?
Backdoor each other.
Hold on a second.
And try to kill one another.
Yeah.
I feel like that should go without being said.
All right.
Yeah.
You only
don't
kill.
try to backdoor kill or do anything to one another.
Yo, we ain't gonna kill each other, right?
Listen, have
that's
you
a
ever
good
killed
point.
someone that you liked? Have you
No,
ever
I
killed
ain't
someone
killing
that you just
nobody
liked?
ever.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. You lucky I fuck with you because I would have killed you.
Yo, like there was a comic. He was like, people only kill people that they love. Like you ever
I
heard
was
someone
gonna
kill
ask
somebody
you,
they
is that
like?
what you trying to say?
Nah.
I was like, so are you telling niggas something?
Like you wouldn't like it to get worked up to want to kill someone. Like as a kid, you grow up and like you around people. Like if you don't have no emotions toward the person, you don't really give a fuck. If you have emotions and you have feelings, then that's when you get those feelings.
Yeah.
I think so.
Wow, so niggas really be in love with their ops is what you're trying to say.
I'm trying to say you don't. I was always told. My father always told me, if I didn't yell at you when you fucked up, that means I don't give a fuck about you. Like if I didn't get upset
That's
and
a fucked up thing that parents say.
it's fine, but like it makes sense because imagine your parents, like everything you did, everything was nonchalant.
Yeah,
Like
but
everything
that's toxic as hell. Like, yo,
I get.
I want to whip your ass. Yeah, I want to whip your ass if I didn't love you.
I ain't say that. I said if I didn't yell at you, like
I know,
lectures and shit.
I'm just
But
saying,
yeah, man. Like I feel like we react to people differently based on how we feel about them. You ain't gonna fucking blow up on some random person or
Just
try to kill
unlock-
someone that don't. Obviously, that's a lie. That's a
You
lie.
unlock some shit. You niggas be in love with y'all ops. Yeah, be upset. Yo, this nigga's nice.
yo,
Kill him.
I gotta kill this nigga.
Yo, he doing his thing on the other side of town. I can't give him front.
So much money over there, bro. This nigga
Yeah, I gotta take him out. No, I'm
Nah,
sorry, bro.
I mean, yeah, I feel like that's a pretty much a given.
You know hard feelings.
Don't
love you,
try
bro.
to kill me.
all right, what's the last one?
Let me know when I'm wrong or out of line. I don't give a fuck what the situation is. Straighten me out. That's what brothers are for. That's what brothers are for.
A lot of niggas got a lot of
first thing first, your brother should have told you to spell that shit correctly.
Yo, ask Eli if they was fighting and drive. Because Nigel said no.
Where I remember, y'all was fighting.
Yeah,
I was.
Brandon said we was at drive fighting these 2 years ago.
What?
Me, you, and Nigel.
Thank
He
you,
said
bro.
we
No,
was.
I
He was not. Bro, how does
He said we was.
Because like what? Because stuff me from Newburgh, bro. What's wrong?
Why you? What? Who was he fighting?
Brandon, you watched us, nigga.
Brandon really stayed sidelined the whole time. Damn, that's crazy.
Brandon, you wasn't recording?
Hell no, I wasn't recording. I was like looking at you like, why the fuck are we really about to? Because the nigga that started was mad small. I'm like, why are we about to fight?
He was talking. All right. I don't want to bring it back up, but niggas know.
I don't remember this.
Hey,
shit.
I remember this shit, and I told them why I stood on sideline because I was like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like,
So
I
Joe
feel like
and Nigel don't remember, but Eli and Brandon remember. That's
I feel like Eli is lying.
he's not. He's
How
not.
could he lie and tell the same exact story?
I feel like he started telling a fucking lie.
You think I text him?
So what's
No, I
up?
didn't say you. I don't think you text him. I think he's just a liar.
What else we got on the docket after bro code?
that's it. You know,
You are, but you a liar.
You want to talk about the drug shit?
nah, man, we could be here all night talking about drugs. Listen, if I'm wrong, you know what? What if your brother doesn't have it in him, in his DNA to speak up?
No, he's not your brother.
That's your
Fuck
brother.
about that nigga.
What if you don't have it in
we
your
got-
DNA to take it? A lot of us ask for that,
Hey,
but don't got.
yo.
All right, yo, bro, oh my God, y'all be really,
You didn't tune
all my
into
shit.
another episode.
Nah.
Please don't cancel it.
A lot of people be asking
we
for that.
rapping?
Like, if
Nah,
I'm
bro,
wrong,
Nah, I'm fucking around.
if I'm wrong, let me know. Straighten my like. See, that's gay in itself. Straighten me out. Like, but if people,
Now that
if
you
I,
said it, yeah.
if I'm wrong and I'm asking for you to tell me when I'm wrong, I still got to be mature enough for when I am fucking wrong. But when you tell me, I got to be able to be mature and take your criticism. But how often can we do that? We so emotional as people.
Yo, Brandon, you need me to straighten you out?
Hey, yo, see?
Hey, yo.
Yo, that was
I don't want to be on this podcast.
Yo,
blatant.
I want you to take that clip and play it right after his nails clip.
I want to be on this podcast and Amir.
We're just gonna make a
Brandon,
montage of Amir. Amir got dirt in his nails too, talking about that shit, nigga. How you got dirt in your nails, scared to fight? You better go get a ring, nigga. You bugging.
Flex.
This nigga, that's the fucking background. Don't get it fucked up.
I
nigga.
hope so.
These
I
nails is
hope
clean.
so. You heard what Janae Aiko said.
She said that. What she say?
Is Eli still sitting there?
No.
Oh, Nigel said he's lying too. So Nigel's lying.
That nigga lying. Nigel's lying.
Yeah. Yo,
Nigel, I don't see how he don't remember because he's like the first one when shit pop off. Like he, so.
I don't recall this at all.
yee. Let's get up out of here, man.
Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode. Please don't cancel this podcast with your snuggly host. It's just Keys and Amir, who is definitely our suspect host today. Brandon, who's holding it down, is our moderator today, and Joe, that bald-headed nigga from every '90s movie.
Who came through with the new Up Next merch?
Yo, does Joe look like Anthony Mackie to y'all?
I will end this fucking call, bro. Don't do this.
Big Daddy serious.
I will end this fucking call, bro. What the fuck are you talking about like Anthony Mackie, bro?
Peace.
And this episode.